Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative. Today I want to show you something that I saw for some reason, and it's just because I'm a photographer. I follow a lot of fashion Instagram pages, and I want to show you something here that I don't like. It's this, and you may have seen this all over your feed, and I was kind of surprised about how quickly this took on. And it's not about the rest of like the collection, but this is, I will destroy the name here. This is Schiaparelli. Schiaparelli, and this is a spring collection that was debuted in Paris. I just remember seeing this in French Vogue just for the first time, and I was like, this is just bad taste. I know now looking on, it's these animal heads, lion heads, all these animal heads, wolf heads were made and synthetically made. They were not any real animals. They were not anything real at all whatsoever. But this, without really having to dig deep inside, a lot of people could think, hey, these are just real animals. Guys, the fashion industry as kind of a whole is moved away from real fur. Now, of course, there's always going to be people that uses real fur in their fashion, just accessories, whatever they wear. But it is just, I think it's really, really, really gross. No matter what their original intention was, you have a lion head. It is just something that does not sit with me well. It doesn't look good. First, it's an obnoxious thing just around you here. And unfortunately, these are just supermodels that are just everywhere. They're wearing this, and it just does not look good whatsoever. Something curious though is because I just personally posted on there, I was like, this is garbage, get it out of there. There is one post that is hidden, and I know it's one of these ones that I did not like, but it is really odd. So it knows, Instagram knows that I did not like this image, but look when I hit on it, it completely goes away. You may have not seen that. It just does not show me that particular one, and I'm a little bit curious to see if they've started removing these posts already. So I'm following Vogue magazine, and is this just going away? I'm really curious. Let's see, I'm following Vogue Brazil. They still do have just something on this here. I can't read Portuguese, so I'm not exactly sure what it is, but just every time I was looking at this, it just looks so bad. It just looks so completely bad. And I'm trying to see what other Vogue, where are the accounts that I followed? Did they really take this all down? Because I think this is an incredibly, just a really, really bad look. I don't know, and I'm kind of curious to see if they, let's see, let me just look at some general fashion. No, I'm not going to look at Fashion Nova. Let's just see what comes up when I search fashion here. It's going to be a lot of clothes, a lot of just regular, nothing. These animal heads, I'm a little bit curious here because, like, wow, I'm really forgetting the pages on this. Capital? Humans of Capitalism. Yeah, this is one of the first ones that I saw. Now, this is always going to be just a mockery of what... Come on, man. What are you doing? This is always just going to be a mockery of whatever. Wow, you really went from one side to the other. Holy... Wow, that's pretty dumb. Oh, you can see. Oh, the video's over. It just looks so bad. And I may be overly cruel to people sometimes, but you can see that just like there is nothing inside this person's head. They're just taking selfies. They, you know, what is this, Kylie Jenner? The woman next to her just completely just empty. People just don't get how uncomfortable this thing is. But I'm really curious to see if they have kind of been reducing these or exactly what. I'm really curious about this. Because again, I was following a lot of these pages, and they were showing. Oh, okay. I'm just trying to see. We got Vogue France. No, they're still here. That's such a huge disappointment. It looks like one off the original Vogue page was removed, but this is another one. This is probably, I believe this is the original one that I saw, and it's what got me just kind of like immediately turned off about this. It's so distinct in just how, just what that is. And yeah. I've had like a complicated relationship with being vegan for about 6 months, with the things that I buy, with the products that I use. And I also follow some channels here that are just completely black and white, where they are, if you eat animals, if you use animals, if you do anything with animals, you are done, and you are just not about that. For me though, and again, you can call me a hypocrite, but I believe that there are always just different levels to everything. I do eat meat, but after being vegan for 6 months, I've just totally redone. I've been trying to stay away from processed foods. I've been trying to eat just more healthy in general. But meat is still part of it, because a lot of like the new, Beyond Meats and Impossible Foods, that's just a lot of process. It never got as good as they said it was going to be. So I'm kind of trying to stay away from that. And I do own leather shoes. I may be digging my own grave here, but I want to kind of differentiate putting something on display. I believe I have a pair of leather Chelsea boots. That's my cat just playing with something on the floor. Leather Chelsea boots, and the only reason I got them is not for the material itself, it's just because they are waterproof. It's the style that I wanted, and looking at many other ones, I couldn't find something that just kind of fit exactly in what I was looking for. So I do have that, but when it comes to just exploit, I think that there is a different level of exploiting things rather than just using them. Just using them as they should be. And I think one of these key things is I made a video that did really well about D-Brand's leather skin for iPhone and other phones. And it was two videos. One of me applying the skin to my phone, and it was really about me showing how much I did like it. But further, I went on another video is because I didn't like the way that they marketed it. And I really do think that there's a difference. Now, if you think that I'm completely wrong, please put that in the comment section below, because we don't always think correctly. We think because of our own experiences. That's all we have to base anything off of. What we read, what we experience, what we watch, that's all we have. And maybe I'm completely out of line, but for me, it's just like, I did not like the way they're like, oh, D-Brand was like, we killed cows for this. D-Brand has always had this kind of humor that, it's a little bit poke and jab at the customer, and hey, that's perfectly fine. But the thing is, it's a leather product. It's something that did die for it. Use that. I would say that that's not borderline disrespectful. I think that that is just disrespectful. And then in the case where they are showcasing animal heads, synthetic animal heads, but done, honestly, as an artist looking at this, incredibly well. It is just on the level of, you've created this as a spectacle, as something that will probably, most likely after all the positive and negative response, will bring a lot more like people driving to emulate some of this, because if something works, people are always going to try and copy this. And unfortunately, that probably is going to mean people are trying to incorporate animals in some way. Of course, there's going to be the extremists, and they're not extremists, but there's going to be people that will do it in the real way. They will get real fur, real animal products, and they will use it, they'll wear it, and they'll glamorize it completely like that. So I know that this trend will bring other things, and maybe other people will try the synthetic way too, but because these are so well done, it's going to be extremely hard to not be able to not use real things, because you don't have the artists or the money that they have to have this whole collection. And I believe I did mention the collection this is from. They most likely did this just to get people's eyes on them. Of course, they were using supermodels like Kylie Jenner, and who was the other one too? I can't remember, but everybody's eyes are on this. This was released this morning, and we'll see exactly what happens here. But it does really look like that Vogue, the official Vogue page, removed one of these posts. So if that did happen, that is good, but we'll see exactly what other people see, because every time I saw one of these posts, and these are just fashion readers just as myself, they immediately were like, this, what is this? Get this out of here. And I agree with them. I want it out of here. I don't think it's in good taste, and I really do believe there is the difference between using something and abusing something, and I think they really did abuse the animal nature in this. Not a good look from my point of view. But guys, again, put everything in the comment section below. Don't forget I'm on Instagram at m8b9. You can email me at matt8b9@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.